What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out another one of I's boss monsters for his Ignister archetype that just got revealed in Ignition Assault. This time we have a Link monster to discuss. If you guys remember, the last monster he had was the cover card and it was actually an XC monster. This is Dark Templar Ignister. It is a Dark Cybers type monster. It's a Link 3 and the Link points all point down towards the U, which is awesome. It's bottom left, and then bottom right. It requires 3 monsters with different names to summon, which is actually quite easy, especially considering it lets you use tokens, and very similar to a lot of times what we do with like Nightmare monsters. The first and second effects are both hard once per turn. First effect says if a monster or monsters is special summoned to a zone or zone this card points to, even in the damage step, you can special summon as many level 4 or lower Ignister monsters as possible from your graveyard to zones this card points to, but their effects are negated. Second effect, when this card destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon 1 Cybers monster from your graveyard. So it seems like Monster Reborn type effects or revival is going to just be commonplace in this Ignister archetype. It was obviously built into the XC monster cover card of this set, the Light Dragon Ignister, but this one has 2 revival effects and you can use them both in the same turn. The first effect seems kind of bonkers to me. The fact that you just make this guy and then if you have any extender card you summon to its link point, then you just get to, I guess, kind of get like a Goki rematch free from this card. Obviously, you're going to have some Ignisters in your graveyard because you probably use some of them to make this card to begin with. Being able to get 2 Monster Reborns instantly seems incredibly good. Also, even though the monsters don't come back with their effects, it's still perfectly fine because there's no restrictions on what you can do with the cards. They don't destroy themselves during the end phase. You keep them permanently. And the most surprising thing is the monsters can be summoned in attack mode, which is really awesome. Also, the second effect where if this guy runs over a monster by battle, you just get another one of your Cybers monsters, summon it during that same battle phase, and continue whooping on your opponent. And really, because this card has the ability to summon 3 monsters from the graveyard in any given turn, it definitely feels like a card that can easily just end the game because those monsters summoned from the graveyard can attack, so they can still do a lot of damage. Also, these effects work during either player's turn, so this card could be excellent resource management, especially if you're just using, you know, hypothetical things like Call of the Haunted to summon a monster to its link point during your opponent's turn, get 2 more monsters, and then during your turn, you link those monsters away, use another card that special summons, get more monsters. Like, it would definitely feel like this card can produce a lot more offense than what maybe you put into it. So it definitely feels like these Ignisters are going to have strong extra deck monsters. Unless Konami completely screws up the main deck, I kind of feel like these are probably going to be the next big competitive Cybers deck, maybe after Marincess, but we'll have to see what the main deck monsters are going to look like. Anyways, whatever you guys think of Dark Templar Ignister, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.